back to another episode of Shade TV. My name is Marissa Hill, and today we're going to be taking a look at a pair of the Yeezy 350 V2s in the newest colorway, which is the bone color. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back, everyone, to another unboxing and review. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe right now. Give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down below. Hit that notification bell because we do have a ton of heat coming out that I don't want you to miss out on. Also, be sure to check out that join button for our amazing membership perks as well as our merch store. As mentioned earlier, we are going to be discussing today the Yeezy 350 V2 in the bone colorway. I have honestly been awaiting a color scheme like this just because this is literally going to go with everything and anything. So we'll start off with the overview on these, then we'll jump into size and fit. Grab two sizes here, so we'll talk about the difference between those because I think I may have changed my size in the 350s. Then we'll jump into styling. This is obviously a really easy color scheme to really work with. And then we'll conclude with how these are doing on the resale market and then kind of compare this to an earlier colorway that quite similarly relates. All right, let's jump right into this overview. So as you know, 350 prime knitting is a big component of the 350 V2 series. And on here we have that bone colorway all across the top. It's very muted and simplified in this very monochromatic tone. One of the pieces that is quite different from the cream colorway, which this actually is quite similar to, if not a twin to, the only key difference is actually that translucent stripe. So the bone has the translucent stripe while the cream actually does not. So you can actually see through this and see whatever socks you're wearing underneath. Some may like that, some may not, but I am a fan. I like to kind of show a little sock game here and there. As we work our way up to the laces, we do have just some simplified bone colored schemed laces, which really are quite perfectly blended with the upper of the sneaker. As we work our way back to the pull tab, you'll notice that that is also just a bone colorway for the pull tab. We do have a bone color for the insole, which has the Yeezy logo on the inside. As we work our way to the bottom of the sneaker, it is a translucent, just a nice simplistic cream color scheme. And we do have that colorway that finishes off the outsole. And then obviously you can see the boost that shows through in the white colorway. All right, let's look at all of those details and we'll jump into a sizing. All right, so as far as sizing goes, I have noticed for some reason with the most recent 350 V2s that have released, they have been quite snug on my feet, where I feel like they're running a little bit smaller. And that being said, I feel like it has something to do with the prime knit being a little bit more tight. And prime knit, if you are aware of prime knit and have worn prime knit in the past, it does take a little bit of time to really break that prime knit in. And on the 350 silhouette, I feel like it is quite narrow and shallow in the front of that toe box region. So my toes have been feeling a little bit crammed. I have honestly decided to go up a full size instead of a half size, which is what I usually recommend. I just feel like my feet have needed a little bit more space than the size 8. I'm typically a 7.5 in most silhouettes, but for the 350 V2, I would recommend at least going half a size up. For me personally, I have an issue with just not having enough room going half a size up, so I've decided to go actually with an 8.5. So if you do have high arch feet like myself, you like to have extra room, you do wear thicker socks, I would recommend maybe matching similar to what I go with in the size range. But if you do have flatter, wider feet, this could also differentiate a size that works best for you. All right, so now let's jump into styling. This is such an easy colorway to work into my clothing aesthetic. So for the first look, I wanted to keep it pretty simple and neutral. So I decided to go with just a nice button-down white shirt, and I paired that with some beige wide-legged pants. I think that this obviously is going to go great with any type of neutral colorway that you do want to style this with. I really wanted to dress it up, so I decided to wear a bodycon off the shoulder or one shoulder dress, which was in a blush colorway. Again, pretty simple monochromatic color scheme that I wanted to go with these, and I do think that you can mix and match with the type of neutrals that you do decide to pair this with. And final look, I did want to bring in some color. So in that mix, I decided to wear a dress that has this floral print all over it and kind of a reddish white color scheme. So definitely don't feel afraid to play with colors on this one. Really excited to really work this into my spring and summer wardrobe. And I think that there are so many different options that you can really work this colorway into your wardrobe. All right, let me know out of those three, what was your favorite look, or how would you style these? now let's conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So these retail at $230 and they're currently going between $280 to $300. Just to kind of give you a comparison of how the cream colorway is doing on the resale market right now, it is going between $350 all the way up to $700. So I do actually see these increasing in price and value just because this is such a great colorway that's going to go with everything and anything. All right, that's it for this episode. Thanks so much everyone for tuning in. If you're new here today, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, leave those down below. Hit that notification bell because we do have a ton of heat coming out that I don't want you to miss out on. Also, be sure to check out that join button for our amazing membership perks as well as our merch store. That's it for this episode. We will catch you all on the next one.